was playing was playing GTA. I play it from time to time, but because I'm trying to get my character leveled up. I'm trying to get some some things done. I did kind of a screw up, but I'm not gonna fix it now. Might have to wait until might have to wait for 3 to 6 months. I kind of overspent all my money, and now I might have to buy some money, but I'm not gonna do it for at least 6 months, and that'll be when I return from my sabbatical. That's what I'm calling my homelessness, is my sabbatical. So, so if somebody, so I might put it in the descriptions that I'm on a sabbatical or vacation or whatever. I may not tell people that I'm homeless, so people will have to watch my videos to actually find that out. So it won't be a new thing that people know, because I've been leaving these messages in my last few videos. I brought Bucket back. I saw him in somebody else's camp, and they were doing his mission, so I brought him back just to see. I was playing with some girl the other day. I met her a couple of days ago, and I've been helping her out. Found out last night she's only 22, but who cares? I have a 22-year-old daughter, so it's not weird to me, especially if I think of her as my daughter, and kind of an adopted daughter at that. I'm just goofing around because I don't like to sit still sometimes. It's one of my many, many, many flaws. So I'm thinking about something to go do. I figured so this camp right here was meant to have Beckett in it. I mean, he's always been in this camp because he has a bar and it's close to the road. I kind of did some upgrades to the camp. I kind of because I'm thinking about maybe taking this out and building like a makeshift bathroom here, or a closet or something. So this can be modified to be removed. So I'm thinking about putting putting a wall here and maybe another wall here, and just putting a bathroom or something. So the only way upstairs and downstairs is here. Also, it makes it easier if I decide I want to bring my thing from downstairs up here. Also thinking about changing the walls and stuff like that. Instead of a flat roof, I'm thinking about putting in an inverted roof, kind of like I have at my other camps. Give it a little dimension. And by the way, I don't have any of those what do you call it? Those wild fruit things up here, because they're pretty common. They're not hard to find, and there's only a handful of recipes that actually use them. I mean, there is some, but not to the extreme that I need that many. I need more corn and the other stuff than that. So you can come. Oh, it's over here. You can come over here. I know there's some over here without having to go look for them all over creation. I know there's some here somewhere around this lumber mill. Remember if they're in. It's been a minute, so that's the only reason why I can't run straight to them, because I don't remember exactly where they are. I just know they're over there somewhere. But they're the multi-fruit things. But they're all over in this area, so it's like, you can plant one in your camp, but you don't need to plant a bunch of them. Wow, is somebody building something here? That's well, they're there. They're probably not here because I'm trying to find them. Whenever I'm trying to find something, it's like invisible. But they're here somewhere. If not, there's bushes of them all over underneath Vault 76. Why do I want to think of Vault 79? But anyway, they're around. I don't know if I'm gonna go look for them. I could have swore I had one. There was one planted not too far from my camp.
Chems. Not my friends. Yeah, this is life.
So when I go back to do Rachel and Rachel does Beckett's quest, they're probably gonna be they're gonna be 2, 3 because I don't think I got the initial one. I don't know where the heck those are. I know that there are here, and I know they're around. I've ran in them multiple times. I mean, it's not like they're not here somewhere. Oh, here they are. I'll go back and plant these in my camp, just so I know that I always have at least a bush of them. But I don't feel like, taking up any, empty space, in my greenhouse for them. They don't need that. I had it. I don't know why it's not showing up. Oh, here it is, food. And just in case people do not know, food is also one of the all these plants are not they don't require plans or recipes or anything. All you have to do to be able to plant these in your camp is find them. That's it. Find them, you plant them, you're good. So you don't need a recipe or anything like that. One of the reasons why I keep them is because when you progress through the story and you get to a point where you can make the inoculation for the people, although the original had my blood in it or my character's blood in it. The ones moving forward do not, apparently. Let's see, where is it? Oh, right there. See, I called mine Nuka-Cola Scorched, but that's basically the inoculation for the Scorched Plague. See, it's got a blood pack that goes in it. It's got 2 corn that go in it. I don't know what the glass is unless that makes the bottle. And then it's got the multi-fruit, so that's why I know it goes in at least one thing.
Really safe.
And I don't know exactly how often these plants produce, but wow. But all you need is one. You don't need like a bunch of them. You just need one. See, you wait until. See, like this is a blackberry, and this is this one. You just get one, you harvest it, then you plant another one. Now in 17 hours, you can plant another one, and so on and so on and so on. Or you can get, or you can see if you have a friend that has this turbo shit. Yeah, it's another little thing you can get from the whatchamacallit, resources. It's under resources. Yeah. I think you can use this fertilizer to make it, but it's this thing right here. This thing makes turbo fertilizer. When you put it on something, it affects with the normal thing. So basically, to throw it on something, it's like a grenade, and now you can harvest it like yesterday, or the second after you do that. See, this one's not available right now, and this one's not available right now. The blackberry is, but see, I don't really need more than one, but I was just demonstrating the, now when you scrap that, it becomes fertilizer, but I don't have a lot of budget, so I don't want to go a lot of crazy. You know, if I don't start using this, I might just get rid of it. I mean, I use it sometimes, but not enough to make it to where it is a target for the stupid scorched. I was also talking with a couple of people the other night, and they were just like, you know, they don't think that if you leave your camp in one spot too long, that it becomes a target for the game, but I think it does. I mean, my experience has been not good. See, I have this camp up here. This one. And I don't remember if it was on my list of videos or not. But I went there one time and I had to battle off a Scorched Beast. And the Scorched Beast did a number on my on the building's exterior. So I don't know if I included the remake in the other video, but I decided to make it all red with those kind of windows, more of a warehousey building instead of what it was. So it's kind of, in my opinion, it's a little bit of an upgrade, and I made this bottom floor red. Started putting all this bottom stuff in it now, and here I put Raider Plunk in here. To find him, you just find him in the wasteland. Talk to him. He volunteer. He will. You can charge him money, but instead of that, he'll find things for you in the wasteland where he pays for his stay. So this isn't here because this is where the generator goes. This is my generator room right here behind or under the stairs, so it's not here because it goes here, and then there's like a piece of wood that goes across the front. So he does use it. I wasn't sure. I thought I heard him use it the other day. But I went and redid all of those, and then I had to go and redo all those nodes. Those nodes are the little things with the green lights on them. You can use them as power poles. That's why I use them instead of the other. And then they also transmit the power through the wood, so that when you put up a light like this, it has power. See, how would that magically have power without thingy? But those nodes is what gives it its power. So otherwise, you don't know what the power you're going to have is.
Lights in the sky.
We'll store that one for now. I don't want it on right now because I only have the camp powered by the one generator, and that's it at the time being. Let's see if I have the parts to build this now. Nope. I'm still missing a circuit board. Oh yeah, I used all those to fix my gun yesterday. Oh, I did have a generator, but then I upgraded it to this. Plus I didn't have the materials and I accidentally scrapped it. See, these generators right here, they only produce like 3 power. I don't know exactly. This one right here produces 5. So together them produce 8. So you can it'll probably kill it. Now with this and that, it should produce the 5 volts that needs to work. I mean the 8 volts that this needs to work. So now we have one. With those two, we can now have enough power to. Wow, that's a miracle. Oh, it took out the vending machine. I think it takes 3. Huh? Can I build another generator? Nope. I need a piece of copper. Interesting. This was already built. It was just stored. Now, if you're one of those people who moved, whether you move your camp around or not, wow, I did. It looks like it took out one door and not the other one. So I don't have enough power because of that. But the good news is that I can trade it off. See, I can flip this switch. Now the power, this isn't being used because this shuts it, this is directly shut off, and now there's enough power to run everything out. So if I don't need any water or anything, then I'm good. We'll just leave this one built, and then if I need some water, I'll turn it on. And yes, the computer controls this switch as well, in case you didn't notice. So that's that. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do for the lights and what I'm going to do for the other. See, this thing by itself uses 3 volts. That's why it lights up like it does. Okay, so, but this is what I decided. I am thinking about redoing the bottom. I'm putting the putting cement down here instead of this wood, but it's probably going to be a minute. It's not nothing I'm going to do today. It's not. I'll probably do it later, like off camera. If people want to watch me do it, that's another thing. But yeah, he's all punk here. He's just like any of the other we call them allies. He's your friend. He'll come here. You do dailies for him. All you gotta do is find him in the wasteland. That's all you gotta do. And I think you have to be a certain level though. So unless you find him, she's around the foundation. You'll see her playing the guitar. You go up and talk to her. I forget what she looks like. I'd have to go to one of my other camps to produce her because I can't do it here. Because the messed up thing is that you can only have one ally in your camp. You know, I would like it if you could have at least 2, because that would be cool. I mean, as long as they're not the same sex, what would it matter? I should be able to have 2 of the ones in the camp if I want. Especially one of the ones that you either had to pay for or acquire through the Atom shop, like these ones. This one I think was on not last scoreboard, but the scoreboard before that, or the scoreboard before that. This was on the scoreboard we're currently doing. I had him in the other camp, but I brought Beckett back. So I built this, and so now he's not there. And she's in my second camp, and Beckett's in my first camp. And the reason for that is because technically you're supposed to find him first, and complete his missions first. Then you find her, and you do hers. But the other 3 you find in the wasteland. And so this one you find in the wasteland, of course, that's the one that's here. This is Forge. He's an old man. You find him in the wasteland too. I found him in a couple of different areas. She's by the foundation, and yeah, this one's a girl. This one's a girl, but she's annoying. This one's a Leo who's a kind of a what do you call them again? He's a ghoul, but not a complete ghoul. And then I forget, and he's some sort of a mechanic. And I will say this again, and I will say this: if this is even still available, you can get it at the Foundation after you've gotten all your reputation all the way leveled up. If he's available, some of the old ones that were when the game first came out, so they're bringing a lot of those back. But you got to get them from the Foundation, from Samuel, if you know who Samuel is. This one I got from one of the scoreboards. I've never used it. I don't even know if I want to. I'm having too much problems with the ones I got, because this one I keep no matter what, because those ones are my favorites.
I don't want to have my own place. What a headache that would be.
And I just recently found him. Yeah, I actually found old Punk here. I don't know if I've ever seen him before, but oh, I don't need that. I just need the map. What am I thinking? You're not. But I found him because one of my camps used to be like right here, because there's a spot up here just below this north lookout. It's like right in here where you can mine copper and steel, I think. Well, it's not lead, it's either steel or iron. One of the two, I forget which it is. We could always go up there and remember what it is. You don't want to get too close to this because there's always super mutants here unless you want to battle super mutants. I piss them off from time to time and get them to chase me back to my camp with my guns so they can shoot them. But I didn't have enough room. That's why I moved my camp from here. If you have a small camp, then it makes perfect sense. But anyway, the tower's like, where is it? Like right there? Okay. So it's like right down here. I met him by this broken up airplane. I won't meet him again because he's already at my camp.
Hey,
see, he'll be looking around this like this idiot. And then you can see it's a plateau. And you can put one extractor here. Oh, it is iron. Okay, so there you go, iron. You can put one extractor there. And then you can put another extractor right here. And you can put your camp between the two of them. Maybe I should try to get Drac to come up here. See if he'll move his camp up here. Because this would be a really... I know he wouldn't have the water because he'd have to build those other ones. But, you know... It's a trade-off, basically. He can move camp number 2 up here, or he still keeps his one camp and then moves the other camp, which is another thing. I was back to the moving of the camps. Is that you have 2 camps, so you should regularly swap between the 2 of them, at least every couple of days. You should never stay on one camp all the time. Whether it happens or not, it can. Like when I was first started this game. See? Oops, wrong switch. I had my camp like right here in Flatwoods, like right here on the other side of this. The water is so much bigger than it really is. It's really not, there's not that much water running through it. I mean, I wish at times that there was, but there wasn't. But I had my camp there and I never moved it, ever. So, so it never went nowhere. And then I would go into Flatwoods and I would kill those ghouls. The 100% ghouls. Not the ones that are only partially transformed, the whole ones. And then there was a few days that I didn't go and kill them, and guess what showed up at my camp? This spot's good because, see, you get black titanium here. You can put an extractor here. I bet you thought I was going to be your dinner. Oh, so you were sadly mistaken. You're going to be mine, motherfuckers. Anyway, this is where I came to build my excavator, is what I was going to say. Because, see, you got your black titanium here. This is one of the primary ingredients in it. You can also put an extractor here. This one is concrete. It's a good one. I might need to get some more to build my foundation if I change it. And right here, for some magical reason, you have this wood pile here. But you can extract wood from this wood pile. Even after you've gotten all the wood from it. So if you ever want wood, you can put an extractor. So I can't do it right now because I'd have to claim this workstation. And then right here is a junk extractor that you can build. Yes, that's a thing in case there's anything. And you can find a giddy up buttercup in here. I think the whole thing is here. If you take over the workshop, this tool chest that is a skill level 1 lockable thing, you can take that off. Also, because you're still within the workshop's bubble, you can get rid of this junk if you want. Sadly, you cannot take the lock off of this trailer here. Oh, somebody did open it. Oh, goody. So I guess you're gonna see what's in here that you usually would have to lockpick to get in here. So basically, this is a electric chair. Yes, electric chair. A battery. No, I don't want to sit in that. Fuck you. Wow, there's a blue garden gnome in here. See, so there you go. Electric chair. That's what's in here. I don't know what the purpose of it is. They might have stolen it from the raiders that are obviously dead here. Probably stole it from the prison. Yeah, there's a prison in the game. Shutdown is imminent? What do you mean shut down? Alexa, what time is it? 10:30. Wow, it's kind of early for them to be shutting down the server for whatever reason it is. But one of the cool reasons. See, so this is the workshop that you claim. I never understood it. I thought when you claimed it, you got to keep it, but sadly, no. It's yours only while you're in the game, and then it reverts. It's not a keepable device. I don't know why that is. I just know you can't. So what we're going to do then, and see, then you go get you some acid, and then you come here to this chemistry station here, and then you can make your you can see if you have some black titanium, which I don't think I have enough of. Once you get the ore, I think you can automatically smelt it. See, it would be the same. See, here it is right here. You just need 3 pieces of ore in order to make 2. See, you got here your aluminum scrap. Basically, it's like that. Wham, bam, there you go. Same thing here. I have plenty of acid because I take over the acid one, plus my other camp is sitting on an acid. Wow.
They do that sometimes when the server traffic is low. They do one at a time that way to keep from having to shut them all down at once.
Huh. Interesting. Wow. Makes good plastic, and you always need plastic. It goes in a half a dozen different things, and that's just the half a dozen that I know about. Plus, you can bulk up your stuff and make it to where when you bulk up your stuff in your stash box, your junk, it fits better. So now that we got that, we should be able to go back and build the extractor now. But that's why I'm not at this camp very much, because because I was at it for like a whole week. Unless it gets worse and worse, the higher your level gets. But I know other players, they claim that they don't get harassed like that, but I always get an abundance of bad guys. They always come destroy my camp. And like I said, this one was attacked by a scorch beast, and to my knowledge, I have never seen a scorch beast in this part of the game, at least not on a regular basis. Not saying that there isn't one, but I just never had one before. And it irritates me to no end that it just randomly shows up, and there it is. Now I can make lead. But instead of just letting it sit here, because I'm not going to be sitting here a lot, we're going to store it. As long as the camp doesn't move, it should be fine in storage. So until I get some more parts and build some more turrets, I'm not even going to finish rebuilding it, although I am thinking about making these into cement ones, because I think it goes better that way. I mean, it looks cool right there, because you can't tell the separation within the two frames, except for you see that greenhouse on the top. Now that greenhouse, what I got a few years back. Not a few years, I mean a few months back. It was in the atomic shop, and all it came with was the way to make these walls or ceilings and everything else glass, which I think was a major ripoff. And I got this floor tiles. Basically, it's not special flooring or anything, it just goes over your existing floor. So like you come here to floors, see, and this is the normal floor here, see, and then it just gives you the ability to build. This is the one that you can plant in. This is another one, but it's basically the same bottom, just a different surface. Same thing, same thing, same thing. And then this. Although this whole thing I think is plastic. This one I got with my I got some sort of bundle for the water park, but for some reason I don't and then they gave this for free, and this I don't have yet, and that I don't have yet. But see, here's the concrete, see, and that's what I'm going to switch these
Lights in the sky.
to. Okay, now let's switch it to the one it was. Wow, it's going to look a lot better if it's sitting on cement versus sitting on wood. Huh. Looks a lot better. That looks like that's sitting a lot better than it was. A lot better than it was.
Gotta wonder who else is out there. Watching us, trying to figure us all out. I heard something interesting on the radio. Hey, wanna hear something strange?
Looks like I'm gonna need some more concrete before I finish that project. Oh no, it's open to the outside world. Oh no! I'm gonna have to go get me some more concrete though. I'm probably out. Let me see what the build thing says. It's not saying it's. Oh yeah, I do need concrete. That stupid thing I'm shutting down for stupidity wasn't on there. Then yeah, I would be able to see that. Yeah, so that looks a lot better than having it sit on wood. I don't know if it makes it stronger or more durable, but this one's not moving anytime soon, so you know. I might not even change this one because this one's a big pain in the ass. This thing right here is a difficult as piss to place. I might redo it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might not. But it may not work. Because there's one thing I've learned about this game, and that is if you try to remove a load-bearing structure, the game won't let you do it. So you have to remove the load off of the structures in order to be able to move them. So if you have any load on it, it won't work. Because when I was trying to do the downstairs first, tearing this building apart piece by piece to change around, because when I had these ladders or stairs, I had them either further up or further back, and that was before I made my building, you know, four things this way and 5 this way. So this is in the middle. This is the 5th one. So there's 2 this way and 2 forward of that. But it was like right here before. I had to tear the whole thing apart, all the floors, everything. Otherwise, I could not move this thing forward or backwards. So it is a pain in the butt. So if you change your mind, you will have to move stuff. So these beds are not spectacular. They're at the White Springs. I forget where I got that from. This is complete. This you get when you complete that quest I mentioned. And then my favorite when you max. Oh, it's not in this. It's not in this one. But I have it somewhere. I just haven't put it together yet. Let's see, where can we put it? Maybe over here until I get it figured out where it's gonna go. But if anybody tells you that you need to, you know, tear your building apart, don't listen to them. It doesn't need to be torn apart. If you have a bunch of stuff outside, it does not need to be removed. So like you have these turrets outside. You have this extractor that was outside. You have this outside. You have that outside. You have this outside and that. And everything else that might be outside. Plants, freaking you don't have to move any of that stuff. See, I have a blackberry out here somewhere, unless I built my camp magically on it. Let me see. Yeah, see, I inherited that. That's not part of my camp. So that means I don't lose anything from it being here. So I get those free blackberries and I don't lose any budget. Why is this?
I don't want to have my own place. What a headache that would be.
It must have been when I got rid of the floor. Damn it. I'm going to have to redo all that then, damn it. I didn't want to have to do that. Let me see if I could just rebuild that without having to do anything. This is one of the hardest things I hate. That thing is how I get the power from inside to outside. Maybe what we'll do then is we'll move this one over there. Just to keep something from accidentally deleting that a second time. So the generator goes like right in here. You know, maybe I should see if I can extend that a little bit. I don't know if it'll make a difference.
I like the idea of settlements, but
Store, get a little bit longer of a pipe. We want a little bit longer of a pipe. Oh, damn. It's probably this one. Yeah, it's this one. I don't have any copper. Yeah. Interesting. I don't have any copper, so I can't build it. A plastic conduit pipe that magically has copper in it.
thought I heard something. And I was right.
Anyway, I'll extend that later. I was just going to bring it more in here so that it's like inside here a little bit more. But this is how the power goes through the wall, so there's no otherwise you have power. Otherwise you have, if you see other people's camps, then you see wires going in and out. That's why I don't need it. And you can make wires go through this, but it's got to be like right dead center in the really close to the middle, and then sometimes you can get a wire to pass through between 2 points. People will say, well, you don't have to do that, you know. Well, you know, I don't. It's very good. But how am I going to get power in this place for this? Well, actually, there is another way. You can, I don't know if this is a thingy, but you can run a wire straight from there, straight to like that, and it'll work their way too. But I don't like it that way. That's why I don't do it that way. But in a pinch, it can be done like that. When I used to have this camp down places, and I had this vending machine like sitting like right here, yeah, I did it that way because it was, you know, easy, and I didn't have to do a bunch of stuff. But now I don't do it, so now it doesn't need to be done. So let's disintegrate this one. We have 11 minutes before the server shuts down. But see, basically what the camp does right now is what it will do if you go to move it. And you don't even need to be here to move it. If I wanted to move this camp anywhere I wanted, all I would have to do was just go find a new spot and move it. That's it. You don't even have to be, it doesn't even have to be here. Wow. Let's switch to camp. Whoops, wrong switch. There's 2 ways you can do this. We want to switch to camp 4. But you don't even have to, you don't have to do nothing to your camp. You don't have to prep it, nothing. The only thing that really sucks about it is that my big buildings, I have to, you know, break them down before I can rebuild them, and then I have to build them back piece by piece. So what happens is when your camp is stored, it's stored as a blueprint, so it'll all go back the way it's supposed to. But sometimes, you know, if it's a big bottom structure and it doesn't necessarily go right. I don't know if there is a right way to have it. I had a bigger building, and it did definitely. That's why I made it tall instead of widthways. Now, this whole camp is technically modular. This is the one that's sitting on acid. This is the acid extractor right here. But all you have to do if I wanted to move this camp is go find the new place. Click on the Pip-Boy. Click on R1 and then find the new place. Once I find the new place, by looking at the overall terrain, looking at the which is stuff you should be doing prior to doing this, then as long as the camp module, that's what I call that thing, is bluish green, then it's cool to plant it there. And you don't need to do nothing to prep your camp before this, except for find the new spot. That's it. You don't need to break anything down. You don't need to do anything with. And I don't know where I got this contraption, but this is a power generator device. But as you can see, it won't let you place it anywhere. Also, the bubble is dead center to the camp module. Once the camp module has been placed, however, the camp module can be moved, because this right here is not dead center of my camp. See, dead center is over here more. Probably where this is. See, this is Sam. See, I have Sam at this camp.
Oh, wow.
See?
Visitors. I hope you like the place.
You want to get smacked?
No.
I'm not your visitor, I'm your boss. That's why your friend Beckett got replaced. He started calling me boss. He didn't call me boss, he called me a visitor. And he's lucky my character can't slap his character, or he would be slapped. Especially because my character is supposed to have a relationship with him. Interesting, isn't it? So, in my little area, this is a one-piece thing from the pit. But there's kind of like a little sideline like right here, and this is where my space is. When I moved it, I redone everything, so I got to rebuild everything. But this is where I'm going to build my room. Is here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. That's why I haven't built it. This camp in the is I just moved it. It was way up on the other side, but I wanted it on an acid pit, and I found this one and figured, oh, this is a lot more. This is a little better. It's not up in the middle of effing nowhere, because it was like up here. Up here by Vault 51, but I moved it because I didn't want to be that close to Vault 51. And I was gonna build a because I bought that package for the what do they call that package? The haunted house bundle. And when you buy the house, and basically you're using wood, you're just painting it a different color. So if you see, whoops, wrong area. Like these walls, these except for these ones are ones you build in your vault. These ones are the glass ones. These are the ones I had to buy from the atomic shop. These are the different ways you can have them. This building slot, I forget which one this one is. Oh, I don't have it anyway. This is the one. This is the haunted house one right here. I think this is the haunted house one. It has in all the areas. See, there's one of the windows. I was going to build it. I just tore it down. I forget which building set this is. I got it too. I think it came with it. I'm not sure. This is the normal one. This is the one that everybody gets to start out the game. And it comes with all these parts. So you can build all these different pieces. So you can make yourself a fairly decent house. This one right here, I forget which building set this is. I think it's the barn. But you know, you don't have to build a barn with it. You can build whatever you want with it. This is the warehouse. This is the brick. All available in the game. I think this is the steel one. Or metal, or whatever it's called. And then this is the garage. And it you have to get the plans for separately. But once you apply power to it, the door opens up. This is all modular and all builds as one big component. It's kind of like the Brotherhood of Steel thing. except for that one is a little different. I might tear this down and build the Brotherhood of Steel scouting tower right here. I might not. It just depends. I thought this looked cool, but I don't know. Maybe not so much. That gives it the extra power it needs. Cause see, this produces 12. This takes 10. And this building comes with the lights that are built into it, which is why these power poles are here to take the power up there to that little area right there, so that it has power. If I didn't have that little thingy, it wouldn't work. See, and here's Sam.
I've got plenty.
And you can put whatever you want on old Sam here. I should probably sell off one of these, all but two. Oh, we got 2 minutes, so I guess we can switch back to our other camp. Now you get two, like I said, when you start the game. I had to buy these with Adams, although I do think they was on sale, so I think I got a discount on one of them. I don't remember. Normally they're like 1,000 Adams to buy them. And you hear people, wow, 210. Does that mean I'm locked up? Well, we're gonna have to log off anyway because of that. And this is technically camp number 2. It's moved around a lot, but I'm pretty much leaving it here. Although I was gonna, keep that, but I might move this to brick or move that to warehouse. So, looks like, I don't know if I'm probably going to be ending the video now and probably logging off here for a minute and doing some things, and then I'll be, oh yeah, I didn't even check to see what the challenges were today. Build a floor wall decal in cam mode, collect a bobblehead, complete an event, destroy an assaultron, eat dog food. Wow. I don't know that I'm really going to do a third of those. This is one of my favorite camps, and it's not only because Sophie's here, but because this is the one I built my decon shower at. And that builds with nuked flowers. So we're gonna end today's video here. I hope whoever watched it enjoyed it, and it is officially looking like next week is gonna be my final week for a while. I might list it that I'm going on sabbatical for 6 months, but in actuality it'll be because I'm homeless. I mean, my son, he has a place to go. I don't. I have to go stay at the homeless shelter, and I can't go where they're going. So I'm either gonna be homeless or something. And I definitely do not want my system there, so it'll be put in a storage shed until I get my new place, and then it'll be moved there and set up. But so for the rest of this week and whatever of next week, we'll see you then, and then after that it'll be I'll see you when I can. Bye for now.